So I'll start off reviewing the lion place with ball, because again it's a very simple Qigong. If you can do it standing, do it standing, but you can do it seated. Just as easy to do it seated. If you do it standing, then you can let your whole body move, and standing a little bit wider stance. So it's a very nice Qigong. It's kind of hate to use the term beginner, but it's a very nice Qigong to learn initially, because it's very simple. Basically just making circles, right? Just learning to make circles and allowing the body to move, and just learning to manipulate the Qi. Simple movement, to not much to it, to practice coordinating, right? Leading with the intent, leading with the E, and just trying to feel and let the body move and relax all the joints. Okay, so let me just see. I don't know where she went. Thought she was here. Miss Chin?
Yeah?
Okay, come back, we're starting.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I'm going to make her do standing. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay, so if you stand a little bit wider stance, just outside of the shoulders, make sure the knees are bent, right? Unlocked. Right? Sometimes we like to talk about being unlocked, because that's really what we wanted to do. Okay? Doesn't have to be a deep stance. Just unlock, relax the bottom of the feet, all the same alignment, right? Hips tucked in, tailbone tucked in a little. Relax the arms, relax the shoulders, let everything just fall into place. Okay? So just unlock the knees, a little wider stance, right? So you want to let the body be able to sway a little bit, right? Just kind of like seaweed, right? And just have that little sway in all the joints. Okay? So no, just so the joints can move. And just the fingertips, the thumb and the forefinger barely touching each other. And that whole description of lion playing with the ball. Yeah? So starting just about at the tantin. Right? So we do 3 times. So coming forward, relax the shoulders, just drop the arms, coming out, and then separating, and coming back. So first time. So 3 gentle, slow circles. No tension in the body. Just imagine you rolling a large ball on the ground. Just a little stretch, and then come back. And then reverse. Think about the movement before you move. And then I'll go same side as you. So we want to turn to your left. So same direction as me, your left. Okay, this time the thumb and the forefinger stay together. And it's your waist making a circle on the left hip. Stay on the left side, stay on the left side. Yeah. So 3 circles on the left side, one direction. Just taking your time, feeling, resting your arms. Okay, and then 3 times the other direction. So it's the waist that turns, the hands are just coming in and out. Let all the tension go in your shoulders. And then rotate your waist to your right, same direction as me, your right side. And then start extending your hands. And 3 circles on the right corner. Drop your shoulders, expand your fingertips. Use your imagination. If you want, you can lightly close your eyes just a little bit. Oh, I lost count. I'm going to do one more. And then we go 3 times the other way. Then rotate back to center and we repeat the beginning. So coming forward and separating. Feel the arms and the elbows and the forearms dropping and resting. Okay, thumb and forefinger. Second time. And third time. Okay, and 3 times out. Let all the tension in your body go. Let all the tension in your arms and your elbows go. Feel just the fingertips expanding, the joints of the fingers loose and relaxed. And then recenter and stand. Let everything go. Feel yourself let everything go first. Okay. And then up and recenter. Okay. So real nice and easy, simple to learn. Just practice making circles and coordinating with it. So from the side, right, if you watch from the side, you can see my body swaying and reaching a little bit, not too much, and then resetting. Right, when I go one way, so you let all the joints, you let your body move and feel and move with that energy. And then when you do the corners, right, you're only doing one corner at a time. So you're just staying right in that corner. The hands are just moving in and out. And it's the waist that's turning. And then when you turn to the other side, you just keep going in that direction. Right? So 3 times, then 3 times, then turn to your left, right? 3 times, and then 3 times, and turn to your right, 3 times, and then 3 times, and then repeat the beginning 3 times, and then 3 times. Right? So real simple to do. And don't worry if you miss, you don't do exactly 3 or you miss 1 rotation. Right? What's more important is that imagination, that feeling, and getting that feeling that you can feel that energy starting to come out, and that manipulation that you're moving and rolling something, right, on the ground. Because then you can just practice like this. Right? Where is that large? Here's my large exercise ball here. and sit on the chair to get that height. So even this is a little small, but if you have like a large ball like this, down here, set that lightest connection, and just a little, just that light heaviness, and then let all this go. That feeling that just rolling and turning my waist, turning my waist. And just that light expansion and stretch of the fingertips. And listen, are you holding this up, or can you release all this tension in here? And just the fingertips manipulating. Okay, just that ball of energy. So it's that kind of feeling as you have a large beach ball. So practicing rolling a ball is a practice, right? I can practice just manipulating. If I turn my waist, then I can see the reaction of it and that feeling. And it just gives you that nice tactile feeling. So when you do it without the ball, you're still imagining, right? That same imagination, it's still there. Okay? And then from there, you can turn your palm. Like stirring, and then you can extend, and it could be from the forearm, but the palm is still rolling the ball, even though I'm attaching from the forearm or the elbow. And I could just switch to the other side from there and coming up. Okay. So nice simple exercise to learn how to manipulate and feel the chi. If you seated, same thing, right? Same thing, coming in and out. Okay, so lying, playing with the ball. So the history of that for me was, I have to go find his name, but a teacher from Taiwan came to visit Hawaii, and somehow somebody found out, and he was invited. I think he wanted to teach and make connections, so he was invited to teach at our club. Nobody else wanted him. I don't know why. So we gladly invited him, and he spent a few classes with us, a few nights, teaching a lot. I wish I had remembered everything he taught. And he was he did Chinese medicine, herbs, acupuncture, and he had a lot of kung fu and Qigong, internal, external, and he had some old Yang style things. Yeah, at the time I thought, oh, he's not going to be here, so why bother learning? But now I realize, I should have memorized it and learned it, and then somewhere along the line I could have gotten refinement and asked questions about it. Yeah, so much talent out there. In Taiwan, a lot of the kung fu and martial arts went to Taiwan, yeah. So there's a lot of good knowledge there. All right, anybody have any questions? Okay. Anybody have any requests? Okay, everybody have something to play with? So you can grab a fan or a ball or something. Here, you can use this one. Let me grab another one. So whatever you have to hold, can be light, can be a little bit weighted. Right. Again, I don't know if I explained, these are the Tai Chi rulers, Tai Chi stick. So nice and rounded, so it's like holding the ball except just a stick, yeah. And then you just practice rolling. It's a measurement, right? And that gives you something. But if you don't have something like this, right, you can use a ball, or for this case, I'm just going to use a fan. The same thing, right? It gives me that measurement and lightly holding and expanding. So last time we were practicing walking, so we'll continue with that. Right? So and practicing rolling. So whatever you have, whether it's empty hand or holding something, It can be really light, could be like a large feather, or could be a little weighted ball. Right? And same thing, you can see how I kind of let myself on the more Qigong side, right? I'm letting myself not lean but follow that. It's that feeling, right? That expansion. So I let my weight shift and then recenter. So in a lot of ways, this is just an extension of the line playing with the ball kind of energy, kind of Qigong, yeah? And then I want to practice reversing. This is just how the set begins, right? Rising. But when we do the Tai Chi set, we're a little bit more stable. We don't let our body rock and swing quite so much. All right, and then reverse. And then reverse. So in the beginning, it might just be kind of a perfect circular track as it reverses, but as you get used to that reverse right here, you'll see it drop, and then it's that little circle, right, as it reverses. And then as it reverses again, it comes up, and then it comes out, and then it circles. So it has that little spiral. So every time you transition, as you start to relax and refine the move, there's that little spiral, that little yin yang comes out, right? Like right here, instead of just stopping and going back, right? It comes out and then it drops, and then it'll circle back out. Okay, so right here, right, it'll kind of drop and come back in, and then there's that circle. Yeah. So right here, right, it'll kind of drop, and then there's that circle. So you are, if you're looking at it, you're making that yin yang symbol, right? So instead of just going here, then reversing, right, on a perfect arc, just reversing, right? It comes out, it drops, comes in a little bit, and then it comes out, right? And then it switches. And it comes here, and instead of just reversing, it kind of drops and comes in, and then it reverses. Right here, it has that little arc, and then it reverses. So there's a little loop. So you have those circles in circles. Come here, right? It drops, and then reaches, right? It reverses. Yeah, there. And then it comes out, and it drops, and then it comes out. Yeah, there. And it comes out, and it drops, and extends, and then circles. Yeah. So even if you make it small, even if I make it small like that, inside I can kind of feel, I can feel my joints relaxing, and I can feel my joints making that little S-shaped circle, that little figure 8 coming out. So if you watch what I'm doing now, without making that complete circle and then reversing, right? It would what I'm doing is more kind of on that, right on that C. So reversing here, right? Making the C, but on that C, there's that little loop that comes out. So coming out, coming forward, and then circling back, and then coming up, and then circling out, and coming out and dropping, and then circling back, and then circling back. Yeah. and then circling back. Oh, this would be good as a light stick. A light stick to video it in a light stick, and you would see the light trail. Yeah. Okay. So right at the end, right? If I come forward, I start looping back. Come forward, and then just that circle right there, small, right? So it has that small circle, and then it drops down, and it comes out, and small circle, and it comes back. Yeah. Right here, right? Small circle, and it drops. So come over here, small circle, and it comes back. Yeah. Small circle, and it drops. Small circle, and it comes back. Small circle, and it comes. Yeah, good. Small circle, and then it comes in. Right, so like anything else, you just have to practice that movement until you just get used to the movement. Right? Small circle, and then slowly you let it come up. So if your body is stiff, right, and you're trying to only do it with your hands, right? The body is stiff. It doesn't help promote that circle. But if you just relax your whole body, so your whole body swings. Small circle, right? And your whole body can swing. You can feel your whole body doing that reverse. Yeah. Come out and back in. Come out, small circle, and then back in. Small circle, and then it reverses. Right, small circle, and then it reverses. Yeah. Okay. So we added with some leg work, stepping up one leg left or right. And in this one, you let your body shift. So just go in one direction first. Just let your body shift. Just walking in place. Okay, just do a few times, get that rhythm going, walking in place. Just one direction, and then we'll switch the legs. So I'll step up, and then shift and step back. And notice how I pick up my leg, force myself to transfer, right? Finish the move. Finish the move. Okay, and then to switch, I'll step back. And turn a little, and then step forward. Finish the move, transfer all my weight. Transfer all my weight. Okay, then I'll step back, right? Stepping back and stepping forward. Okay, and then I'm going to switch. So I'll step back, turn my waist, and step forward. I'm going to switch, I'm going to step back, turn, and step forward. I'm going to switch. So step back, turn my waist, and step forward. And then I'm going to switch. So just switching, right? Forward, step back, switch, step back, switch. So just keeping the upper body rotating one direction, so you can just focus on the leg for now. Yeah, so just walking in place. Just walking in place. And same thing, don't worry if it's 1 rep or 2 or you. Yeah. Okay. So all the way I do everything, every way I do the drills, it's the same, right? Just start start with a higher rep and then start shortening it down and shorter and shorter. Okay, so now we need to add the reverse. All right, so we'll just start with that beginning again, just one leg in the front going in one direction, and then practicing switching direction. Okay, so I'm going to come forward here and I'm going to switch. So down, then lift up. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. And on the back leg, I'm going to come down and then I'm going to switch directions. So now rising. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to switch directions. So I'll let it drop and then rise. Okay. And then back. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to switch legs. So as I come back, right, step back, rolling down, and then step forward. Right, so now my other leg is forward. 1, 2, 3, and I'll just switch directions of the hands. So now forward, coming back. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to switch directions, adjust the hands, so lift and come back. 1, 2, 3, switch directions of the hands, right? Come forward. 1, 2, 3, and one more time, switch directions of the hands, so lift and come back. Oops. Now I'm going to step back, I'm going to switch legs. So step back, turn my body, drop, right, and then switch. Okay, so anytime we come back, we can switch legs, right? Right here I can switch legs. I'm stepping back, and then forward. Yeah, right here, I'm stepping back. Right, when I come back, I can switch legs. Right here, I can switch legs. I'm coming back, turn the body. Turn the body. Right. Step back. Just like dancing. That's exactly like ballroom dancing in a lot of ways. Right, that's all we're doing. So as you shorten the repetitions, right, that you start getting that step, 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 and you start feeling that lift and that step, step, and that lift and that step, step, and that lift. That's the reverse, right? So in other words, right, when if I'm rotating in, and then I want to switch to out, that lift is that transition step, right? So coming out, and then that lift, right? And that lift, and then that lift, and coming out. Okay? So just some examples of drills, how you can drill it. So we want to go in place, right? Just rocking back and forth and switching legs. Right? And then we want to practice stepping in place. Okay? And then the next step, of course, would be stepping up and stepping back. Right? So just rolling the ball one direction. Doesn't matter, same or opposite for me. Right? So if I'll start from stepping in place. And this time we're going to practice stepping forward. Right? So from here, I'm going to step, I'm going to turn. Right? So if I'm facing you, I'm going to step up and then I'm going to turn. When I turn, then my back leg can pick up. Right? So from the side, when I turn, right, that pulls, turn my waist, I'll pull this knee forward and I can step up. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, I'm going to turn, and then I can step up You can see the hand and the leg working together. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to turn. Back leg can step up, hand and leg coming together. Right? 1, 2, 3. I'm going to turn. Back and leg stepping together. So the step up now, you're starting to practice the twist step. So when you step up and you turn, if you watch my feet, right, my toes have to lift a little, and I'm rotating on my heels as I step up, turn my waist, my whole leg can turn, and then I can step up. My whole leg can turn, and then I can step up. And when you turn, make sure your leg turns and the body turns. Notice how my whole body turns, I sink into this leg, and then I can step up. So you can vary from a lot of reps, a few reps, in place, back and forth, switching, and then you can slowly start mixing all these things up. Okay, so I'll start right from back here. I'm just going to start rolling forward first. I'll try to do it in sets of 3s. 2 and 3. I'm going to turn. I can step up. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to turn. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to turn. 1, 2, and 3, and then I'm going to turn one last time. Okay? From there. Okay. And then of course you can step backwards. You can do the same thing stepping backwards. Okay. And we'll just focus on the front for now. Okay. So one more time. 1, 2, 3, and turn. And step up. 1, 2, 3, and turn and step up. 1, 2, 3, and turn and step up. So you notice when we turn, when we're doing the twist step on this one, we're turning and we're stepping up. We're actually shifting forward while we're turning. In the brush knee sequence, they teach you how to sit back and then the leg is free and turn. Right? So all the weight is on the back and then this leg turns and then you shift forward and then you step up. But in this one, it's teaching you how to twist and turn while you're stepping up. So it's twisting and turning while I'm stepping up, and twisting and turning while I'm stepping up. So there's no sitting back on this one. So this is just a forward, 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 forward kind of movement. So the two ways to do it, right, is sit back and then turn and then come out. Sit back and then turn and then come out. And this one is just stepping forward and turning, twisting into it. So a twist step is what they call the twist step. We're just only shifting forward, right? Only forward, twisting. So then the next step, right, is starting to add change of direction, right? The rotation, change of direction. Okay, so we'll take our time because now we're adding upper and body changing direction. Okay, so move the chair. Where's your fan? Or here, I'll give you the Tai Chi ruler. Stand up, stand up. Let me fold the chair so you can do standing. Here.
Oh, really?
So you can come up with it. Come on the side, come on the side, and you can follow. Okay, so I'll start off with my left foot first, right? Just rolling. 1, 2, 3, and then we'll practice reversing. So lift, 1, 2, 3, and then just practice reversing. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, and from here we're going to turn and step up, and then 1, 2, 3, and turn and step up. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to reverse the rotation of the hands. So my left leg is still up, just practicing, right, making these changes. 3 here, I'm going to turn. Now I'm sitting back, I'm going to turn because I'm rolling back, and now step up. Okay. So if the circle is rolling back, right, it might be more of the sit back and then turn, but I'm going to reverse now, right? So if we come forward and then we step up, then it's more of that twist turn. So right here, then turn, right? And then I'm just going to switch the rotation of my hands. So just to practice one at a time, we're doing all the different switches. Okay? So see, if I sit back, now your front leg is free, so now you turn the front leg and then step forward and here. Okay? So I ran out of room, so we'll start again. Yeah. Okay, so 1, 2. If I want to step forward from here, right, I'm stepping back, so I'll turn and I'll continue. 1, 2, and then I'm going to switch directions of my hands. So reverse and it'll come out. 1, 2, and then we're going to step up. So because I'm coming forward, I'm just going to twist step into that and step up. Yeah, good. Yeah, and I'm going to switch directions of my hands. And then we're going to step up. Do one more rotation. And I'm sitting back. My front leg is free, so I'm going to turn and then step up. Then I'm going to switch the hands. So come up and then forward. One more time. Right? And then I'm going to step forward. Turn and step forward. Yeah. So in the beginning, do what feels natural. Right? Because in reality, it doesn't matter if you're rolling back or you're rolling forward. Right? So in other words, if I'm rolling forward, right, I can do the twist step where I'm just advancing. Right? But I could also sit back. Right? I could come forward, and that's right here, because I'm coming back, right here I could do the twist step. And then forward. I still have to shift back. Right here, my front leg is free, so I could do the twist step back here. Yeah. So in reality, it doesn't matter if you're coming forward, if you're coming back. You can either just advance, or you can turn the leg while you're advancing, right? Or you can turn the leg while you're sitting back. So find the one that feels comfortable for you first. Okay? That's easier for you to do. And then you make the switch. So same thing, we're going forward, same thing coming back, right? So coming back, I really feel the back leg. That's why it feels like, oh yeah, this is where I'm going to switch. Right? I really feel the back leg, so that switch just seems to come out naturally. But I could keep on advancing, right? So right here I could advance, even though I'm coming back. I could advance, coming back. I could advance, coming back. Yeah. So everything's right. The teacher, whoever comes up with the drill, says, "Oh, let's start with this. I think this is the simplest. This makes the simplest movement. It makes the most sense to me. I think it makes the most sense to everybody." But eventually they start mixing it all up. Right? So everybody ends up at the same place. So by the end, you want to be able to walk forward, backwards, and just switch wherever you want. Right? Just switching, right? Forward, back, right? Forward, or just coming forward, forward, forward. And that's the other thing I didn't even talk about, but it just kind of came out naturally. Right? It doesn't have to be one circle and one step. Right? It could be 1, 2, 3, right? Or 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you start adding more and more movements, and you just kind of sink and get comfortable with that, right? So one movement of the leg could have many movements of the hands, right? It could just be churning. So you just have to take your time with the walking, right? Or one movement of the hands, right? One circle of the hands could have many step ups, right? From there. So you just work progressively. And when it comes out, right, it'll always come out naturally. As you get used to it, the danger is you say, "Oh, I did it wrong." You didn't do it wrong. You just saw the potential of what comes out next. And when you see that potential, it's that little hint like, wow, I could do that. It's not wrong. Right? It just wasn't the drill you had intended to do. But it's saying, hey, you got to explore that and let it come out. Right? So freestyle. If you say so-called freestyle, then anything goes, right? From there. Okay. So we started off with line playing with the ball, right? Just a little bit simpler movement, just really focusing on just moving the chi, and then we advanced to holding something in our hands so we can feel it, right? That would still translate to open hand. We could do it just with not holding nothing. It could be like a feather, or it could be a heavy ball, right? And just practicing rolling one direction and then learning how to reverse in the other direction, and then adding with walking in place, right? And switching the legs, walking in place, and then learning, adding the reverse, right? And switching. So eventually, right, left, right, left. At the same time, you're rolling one way and then you're switching, right? At any time you want, you're switching. Anytime you want to switch, you have that small little loop come out. It just reverses, right? So, yeah. And then you start to see the yum-yang come out, right? Then the circle starts to look like that. Starts to look like the yum-yang, the yin-yang, and kind of a figure 8. But it's not a perfect figure 8, right? Could have small circle and big circle and small circle, or anywhere in between from there. You just have to practice making that circle come out. Okay. Right at about 11:30. Miss Chin, yes. We're gonna finish class. Okay. And if you feel tension when you're done, that tells you, oh, you have to, you work on relaxing wherever that point of tension is. Like just letting that go during the movement. Like, are you lifting it up here? Are you anticipating? Learn to just let it drop. You just have to keep working on it. Right now, I told you I'm working on my shoulder. So one of the lessons for me is that if I activate the muscle, that contributes to the pain depending on where my hand is. So if I feel pain, I have to practice just inside letting it go. And then when I let it go and I'm not forcing that movement, I'm not activating the muscle, that pain goes away. So Yeah, I have a really good PT, and that was one of the tests she wanted to see. Does activating the muscle contribute to the pain? And it does in certain movements. So yeah, I don't realize how much I'm anticipating. I'm either anticipating the pain, so I'm trying to avoid it, right? Because I've been dealing with this about 3 months, I realized. Or it's just natural. I'm just holding on and I'm trying to lead and I'm anticipating. So having a partner help me, right, has to infuse that tension and make me aware of that tension really helps me. Like, oh, I'm not letting go all the way. So it's just constant practice from there. All right, so bring your hands up and we'll end class. Oh, legs extended. Yeah, think about your posture, all the things you want to do. Get that nice alignment, open up the joints. Remember, relaxation is called song or sung, and we're looking for that quality. We're looking to be able to sung, apply it in what we do. Rest your hands on your lap. Gently close your eyes. Gently closing your eyes means that there could be just a sliver of light coming through. Calming your breath down, relaxing your throat, checking your alignment. Make sure your breathing is relaxed and easy. Your throat and your chest are relaxed and the air flows down into your lower belly. Slowly open your eyes, rub your hands together, relax. Loosen up all the muscles. Yeah, you can turn on your video so I can see if anybody's there besides besides Marion and me. I know Susie's listening in somewhere. Okay, so I know some people already left for Father's Day. If the rest of you have something planned, I hope you have a nice time. Oh, okay. Thank you, Sharon. And I know Susie's prepping somewhere. Oh, shoulders. You know, it's funny, yesterday, like I said, I had to do that video and wow, my shoulders were killing me the whole time. They were so tight and sore, both of them. And as soon as it was done, it started to go away. And then we went out to dinner and it's like, what happened to that shoulder pain? So I knew it was all that anxiety of operating that camera. Yeah. Okay, loosen up the neck. And although I don't like this shoulder pain I'm experiencing, it's basically been diagnosed as tendonitis. I hope that's all it is right now. I'm sure there's some wear and tear in there. But every time I feel that pain, it's a reminder I have to let everything go. Yeah, I can't have any tension in that area. It's almost forcing me to learn that. Yeah. Okay, rub your hands, warm up your eyes. Just absorb that heat and remember that little sun in your chest all the time. Just constantly remember to activate that little sun in your chest all the time. Brush your hair, brush your scalp. Shake everything out. Bring everything back to center 3 times. Just gently gathering the chi and flowing it through your body, letting it flow into the earth, sink into the earth. Okay, 3rd time, bring your palms together, let everything even out. Let everything go. Just imagine your whole body glowing from the inside out. Smile to yourself. Smile inwardly, smile outwardly. Smile to your heart. Thank all your organs for taking care of you. Right? Thank your kidneys and your liver for processing the blood and the liquids and removing the toxins. Thank your heart for pumping the blood throughout your body and for the exchange of the clean blood and the dirty blood. Right? Thank your stomach for processing the food, and thank the intestines for processing the nutrition and expunging the waste. Right? Thank your brain for helping you to think and enjoy things and process. Your nerves for giving you feelings so you can enjoy the world around you, the senses. And remind yourself to smile inwardly and outwardly. Right hand, left hand. Okay, happy Father's Day, everybody. If I missed it, happy Mother's Day. Happy Grandparents' Day, whatever is coming up. Happy birthdays.